Hey everybody, so this is a continuation to our feeder setup slash feeder care video series. Today we're going to be doing superworms. We've already done crickets, discoid roaches, and now we're going to do superworms, and the same concept applies for mealworms except for the refrigeration process. Superworms cannot be refrigerated. They're a tropical worm, so if you refrigerate them they'll die. They'll do just fine at room temperature. They don't pupate like the mealworms do, so you can keep them at room temperature, and that's great. Now, here I have about 500 superworms that I just pulled, and we're going to set them up in one of these Sterlite drawers, in these bins, like that. And it's very simple. The care for these guys is also very simple. Our first step to setting them up, though, would be to get about an inch of bedding into your container. You could either use wheat bran, oats, oatmeal, or a specific gut load. We use ProGecko's Pro Gut Load. You can find this at progeckos.com. It's a great product. I love using it for everything, any type of feeder. This stuff works great. It sifts very well for the worms, and the crickets love it, and the discoid roaches are also doing great on it. Great growth rate on them. Okay, so here we have about an inch of bedding. Now I have about 500 superworms that are going to this container, and one thing is that you do not want to cram the superworms. Superworms are cannibalistic, and they will begin to eat each other. So you want to give them, a good amount of room for them. This is about 500, actually a little bit more than that. I'm going to toss away this frass here. And they'll begin to dig in there, and they'll gut load themselves with that, and then you'll have a nice gut loaded superworm when you feed it to your feeders and whatnot. Okay. Now your next step is hydration. Now remember, I said you got to keep these guys well fed. So the diet, the gut load will do that. But another important thing is you need to keep them well hydrated. Now we like to use potatoes, apples, and water crystals. We alternate that within the three: potatoes, apples, water crystals. So today we got some potato slices that we're going to add into our superworm container. We just add them like that, on two sides. Now those will probably be gone by tomorrow. These guys definitely go through that very quickly, but you don't want to put too much in there because it'll mold up, and then it'll attract other flies and other things and possibly kill your superworms. You also want to keep these guys well ventilated, so there's no mold, no moisture buildup. You want to keep these guys dry around room temperature, with a good amount of space for them to live in, eat, and then you'll have a nice healthy superworm to feed to your reptiles. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, just leave some comments down below or hit me up with a message. Take care. Later.